Hey everybody, this is Nathan Simmons. Wanted to put together a quick video that was going to show everyone how to send a digital postcard to a prospective client or a client that you have got an enrollment scheduled and is going to be moved forward to becoming a Colonial Life client. So I'm going to show you two different ways to do that real quick. This is actually a feature that was just released this week, and that would be the week of April the 24th of 2020, when we're currently going through the quarantine uh, mess that we're all having to deal with right now. And but this is something that will could be used even once we do get back to normal. So I'm going to show you two quick options. So I'm just going to use some of the random groups or the accounts that I've got shown on my leads tab here that I've used for other examples. And so I'm just going to click this first one here, the Yes Home Sales LLC. And so once I click on that, basically the way that you send a digital postcard is all you're really doing is sending a digital communication that's going to allow them to click on a live link that's going to give them or give a business or a decision maker more information. So you may be on the phone with somebody that requested, um, more information or wanted to see something, or maybe you asked if you could send them an email. Whatever the case may be, you can actually do that directly from the Agent Assist app now. So where you go to do that is by clicking on that individual lead that you're wanting to send an email to. So whether you just finished the phone call or whatever, you notice here at the very top of the lead landing page for the Yes Home Sales is got a notification that says send a digital postcard. So it's as simple as that. So you click on that, it's going to pop up with two options. You can either send a underwriting offer postcard, which you're sending any special underwriting offer, and actually that's going to give you the options to pick the underwriting offers that we actually have for the second quarter right now for not only new accounts but also our existing account offering due to the COVID-19 virus. And then also there's actually an option for you to send a postcard that is going to more correspond with a scheduled enrollment you may have with more product information for the employees to be able to view before their open enrollment and their one-on-ones. So uh, I'm going to show you guys the first option. Let's say I wanted to send more information about the COVID-19 underwriting offer that we have. So that's going to be the option that I select here, and it's going to give you some information. Really all you have to do is select the postcard that you want to send. And so if you're talking about new customers that are less than 50 employees, you're obviously going to fix that first one. And then if you're talking about new customers with new lines or new lines of coverage that have more than 50 employees, depending on what kind of industry they're in, whether it be a target market, standard or special markets, or public sector, healthcare type business, you would just need to go on to proper and or look at the new account manual that is on proper within the online ordering website, or you may have one handy if you're not sure what to send. So let's say I'm just doing a new customer that's got 35 employees. I'm going to hit all markets, and it's going to pop up with send postcard by email, and then boom, here it is. And that's going to be a example of what it's going to look like whenever they receive this email. And then you can type in their email address in the to box. And the only thing that I would recommend doing is if you don't use whatever email or your whatever email you use on your phone from wherever you're sending this, and this is actually something that you can send from the web-based version of Agent Assist as well. Is I would recommend you have to click on the CC and from option just there, and then if you want it to show that you're sending from a different email, you need to select which email you want it to look like it's coming from, whether it be your work email or what have you. If you want to send it from your work email, you may end up having to forward this to your email first and then do so, but really whatever is personal preference here. So let me minimize this here. And one thing I do want to mention, yep, there we go. One thing I do want to mention is make sure that you have an email signature on the email. and make sure you can, message the email however else you want to message it, and then it's simple as sending that email, which I'm sure we've all done before from our mobile devices. So let me cancel this and get out of that. Once you actually complete that activity, it will actually mark that as activity being done. It's probably not going to show up here because I didn't. Oh, actually, it will. So it's actually going to mark that activity as being done. That you sent them an email and what you sent them when you go to view their activity history there. So pretty neat. I'm going to show you that kind of the same thing. If I was going to send this for an enrollment and clicking that once again, hit send enrollment postcard, it's going to have similar instructions, and depending on what state you're in, most of us are all going to be in Texas for the people I'm creating this video for. But if you've got an enrollment, this is going to be something that once you get to that stage, after you've had the group meeting and you scheduled all that, you can actually send a flyer, a very similar email with product information for that business, depending on what products that you're actually going to be placing into this open enrollment, whether it be everything that we help people out with, from lines of coverage, or even as little as down to just accident, cancer, and critical illness insurance. So just you'll find one that best suits you. I'm just going to select this one just to kind of show you guys. It's going to be very similar. And sure enough, there it is. And when that decision maker or plan administrator, or whoever you may be sending this to, gets that email, this is a link that they'll be able to forward to all of their employees, and also be able to click on that and watch various videos of different products and such for them to be able to kind of view and get the information out. So that concludes this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I would recommend you guys actually, if you want to see what this is kind of going to look like, I would recommend you just going in and going into the training environment and actually forwarding this email to yourself, or sending this email to yourself as kind of a test email, just so you can see what it's going to look like on the other end. But overall, this is fairly simple and a neat feature for you to be able to further communicate with potential clients, and especially directly from the Agent Assist app, and not having to worry about really typing anything up. It's something that's right there, and very useful to you. So I hope you find it as useful to you as well.